Jesus is the lighthouse. And from the rock was hid. And shone his light of love around me. And I really see just what it wasn't for the lighthouse. Every word was my defeat.
True submission is followed by full obedience. And if you find yourself having a problem with obedience, then you have a problem with submission.
Amen. Amen.
But we need to examine ourselves.
Yes, Lord.
Because I'm realizing, brothers and sisters, that we're not as sold out as we say we are.
Amen.
And you cannot be fully saved unless you fully sell out.
Yes, Lord.
We're hiding too many secret things in our hearts.
Oh, Lord, help us, Jesus.
For instance, brother preacher said, if there is a teaching that may be biblical, and someone says, I understand where you're coming from, Pastor, but I don't see it that way. But I understand. I'll just do it for spiritual discipline. They think that that's all right. And then, Pastor, you might say, are you trying to say I'm wrong? And then they would say, no, I'm not trying to say you're wrong. I mean, I understand where you're coming. I just don't see it that way. We think that's justified. They're saying you're wrong. My pastor preached a doctrine that was wrong. And I had a difference of opinion on the doctrine. However, my way of saying it wasn't opinion. It was truth concerning the coming of the Lord. But my pastor said, I believe it this way, this is what I teach and preach it. I never uttered that teaching out in the midst of the congregation. One day, the Jehovah's Witnesses came to the house, and I was forced to get into a 6-month debate to the point where they brought down their circuit overseer, which is unheard of. A young convert was living with me. Follow me, let's speak quickly. He said, Brother Brian, let me come in the living room with you to hear the debate. Son, I said, no. I said, I can't allow you to come in here. Reason being, because he was going to hear some things taught that the shepherd didn't teach.
Amen.
And I didn't want him to hear me go contrary to the shepherd.
Amen.
Then I come to realize that if I were to debate with them with what I was being taught, they'd have ate me up and spit me out. So for the first time, I was forced to bring forth the revelational teachings that were taught to me by the Holy Ghost. And after months and months of battling, the elder came back one day. He said, you know, first he said, aren't you apostolic like the church up the street? Which we technically were, but I said no. Well, aren't you like this? I said no. I said, well, I'm of the apostles' doctrine. And he came back one day. He said, I searched every research book. I searched every reference book of every religion. He said, I can't find your religion anywhere. And I said, oh man, Rogers, you're looking in the wrong book. You have to check the word of God. That's where we at. That's when I realized that the revelational teachings were right. But I said this to say that. Was I saying my pastor was wrong? Yes. Yes, I was. When I didn't agree with him, I'm saying he's wrong. And one day, he called me in, and the Lord sent me up there, and we had a Bible discussion. He decided to talk on the subject of the coming. He got all twisted up. He started agreeing with me. I said, Pastor, do you understand what you're saying? He said, what? I said, you're agreeing with what I teach. He said, well, that's what I read. I said, well, sir, maybe you don't quite see it. Well, that's what I read. I said, well, Pastor, it's all right. I said, if I were you, I would ask me to leave. And if you do, it's all right. Because I definitely don't believe that. But I would never teach it here. But I I wouldn't be angry with you. I said that because I had sense enough to know you ain't submissive when you say, I don't see it that way. But then you need to find it where you can see it. You need to find it where you can see it. Let us all speak the same thing. You're not obedient when you have in your heart, well, I hear what he's saying, but I think different. Well, then you need to go where people think alike. Because to go contrary to them that have rule over you is definitely a sin. You don't want to put yourself in a position to sin. That's why I never, son, taught it. I wouldn't let anybody provoke me to speak on it. Because I knew the pastor taught contrary. But I knew that how can two walk together? I was sent out. The Lord told him to send me out. The ministry got judged later, but I stayed in the bounds. But I knew that you cannot harbor. Listen, the Lord's been talking to me lately. And Jesus said not a jot or tittle of the law will pass away. Heaven and earth will pass away first, before the smallest of punctuation mark pass away. The Lord was telling me, brother preachers and young brothers and sisters in Christ, the older I get, the more sincere and understanding I believe him to show me. You have to be preachers. You have to be sure of everything you teach, and you have to stand up for it, no matter how big or how small. Even if it's to not picking up sticks on the Sabbath. You better take not picking up those sticks serious. But too many times as saints, we do not hold to heart the teachings that we have. And we compromise. Here's what I'm trying to say. Here's what the Holy Ghost is saying. That makes us fake Christians. When you don't hold to heart your teaching with your soul. Jesus told Peter, let me wash your feet. Peter said, you're not going to wash my feet. That was the purpose in it. Jesus said it twice, and then he said, if I don't wash your feet, get out. Could you imagine somebody saying today, man, Jesus just put me out, why? Over feet. Because I wouldn't let him wash my feet. Somebody said, that doesn't make sense. You better watch what you say. You better watch what you say, because a carnal-minded man can't understand the things of God. Those church folks that are worldly-minded, that are carnal-minded, you don't understand one doctrine, you don't understand one standard, you don't understand one teaching, and you cannot understand it. Because you're worldly-minded. It is impossible to understand. The Holy Ghost is upon me. Therefore, since you are worldly minded and you don't understand the standards of the teaching, hold your peace. You cannot speak intelligently because you don't understand. Nothing can come out of your mouth but foolishness. Read this, preacher. St. John, chapter 19. St. John chapter 19 and verse 25.
Now there stood by the cross of Jesus his mother and his mother's sister, Mary the wife of Cleopas, and Mary Magdalene. When Jesus therefore saw his mother and the disciples standing by, whom he loved, he said unto his mother, Woman, behold thy son. Then said he to the disciples, Behold thy mother. And from that hour that disciple took her unto his own house.
Now Jesus had older brothers who later on became bishops. And they were old enough then. James, the book of James is his brother, and the book of Jude is his earthly brother, the children of Mary and Joseph. James was the firstborn of Mary and Joseph after Jesus was born. Now, further back in the book, I think it's around the 7th chapter, you may want to see into that, Jesus' brethren came up to him and said, if you be all of this, why don't you show yourself in the world? No man does all these things that don't want to be recognized. And the Bible said his brothers, James and Jude and the rest of the fellas, they said that because they did not believe in him. And Jesus said to them, my time
is not yet come.
Is not yet come.
But your time
is
always ready.
Is always ready. because they were of the world. Now you understand at the end of the road why Jesus on the cross, looking at the Apostle John, looked at his mother Mary and said, "Woman, look at this disciple, your son. Son, look at my mother. Before I die, let me set things in order. Your mother." And from that day forward, she went into the house of John, walked right past the house of James, walked right past the house of Judah, and she followed those that followed her beloved son. We need to make up in our minds who we will follow. The Holy Ghost is upset because we're compromisers. We're compromisers. Those who have walked out on God, we sit there and openly fellowship with them. We give in, but they don't.
That's right. That's right.
They have sold out their souls. And yet, we forget that there's a Savior. James chapter 4. Jesus told Mary, "You go with him. I'm not sending you with my brothers because they ain't walking right. They don't believe yet. But mama, you're here. You go. Who is my brother, my mother, my father, and my sisters? But they that do what? But they that do what? Some of y'all don't believe that. Some of y'all know that blood is thicker than water, but you think that blood is stronger than spirit. But it is not. It is not. Listen. If preachers, if you don't straighten out your house, if you don't straighten out the congregation, their sins can take you to hell. Eli went to hell because he didn't straighten out his sons. Ezekiel said, "Watchmen on the wall. If the watchman sees the enemy coming, blows the trumpet, but you don't prepare yourself, you're saved. But, and if you die, then he's saved. But if you see the enemy coming, and he doesn't blow the trumpet, and somebody gets hurt, that blood is on his hands. Well, I'm blowing the trumpet. Some of you saints, you got too much world in you. You're denying the Lord that bought you. Hear what the Holy Ghost is saying. And we all got loved ones that are backslid. We want to see them come home. But when the prodigal son left, the father waited till he did what? Came home. He can get out there with him. You can't eat at two tables. You understand what I'm saying? You can't eat at two tables. The Bible calls it the children of God and the children of the devil. If I be a child of the devil, when I come to sit down, who do you think I'm sitting with? Hear what I'm saying? Read it. James chapter 4, quickly. Verse 1.
From whence comes wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence? Eat of your lusts that war in your members? Ye lust and have not. Ye kill and desire to have, and cannot obtain. Ye fight and war, yet ye have not, because ye ask not. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lusts. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Whosoever, therefore, will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
Read that again.
Ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship.
Know what? That the what?
The friendship.
The friendship. Say friendship, church.
Friendship. Of the world.
Of the world. Say it. Go ahead.
Is enmity.
Say it.
Is enmity.
With God.
With who?
God.
Whosoever.
Repeat. Whosoever. Read.
Therefore.
Will
be a friend.
Will be a friend.
Of the world.
Of the world.
Is. The enemy.
The enemy.
Of God.
Is. The enemy. Is. How many enemies of God sit in the church? Hear the Holy Ghost. How many enemies of God sit in the church? And I don't care what the backslid mind, I kind of figure, ain't nothing to figure out. Straight up, straight down. I'm trying to save you because you can think you're saved, but the silent killer of sin, his because you're a friend of the world. That ain't talking about hate. How do you become a friend of the world? This was talking about behavior. You act like the world.
Right.
You look like the world.
Right.
You talk like the world.
Right.
You do what the world does. You can be in the church and be a friend of the world. Because in your heart, you all are not understanding. The way to win loved ones that are lost is not to get out there and do what they do. It's to stand strong so that they can acknowledge that wrong. Not hitting them over the head. Some you need to, but some you don't. You show love, but you stand strong. Because when you get around the sinners that have known God, are you serious? They don't change. They let you know what they are and what they do. But you're going right there at their table, or who sit at the table with them. But they won't come to our table. The table that belongs to them in the beginning. They won't come and sit. They won't come and pray with you. They won't come and praise. Sometimes they won't even change up just to protect the young one's mind. And you embrace that garbage. Y'all going to hell for that. Going straight to hell for it. I don't need no friends like that. That's the way they do in Jesus. Deuteronomy chapter 13. Here's what I'm trying to tell you. It's because you have some world in you. You can't help your fallen loved ones that have known Christ by strengthening them in their sin. You are afraid to tell them straight, put your foot down, but they ain't afraid to bring that devil around. They're not afraid to bring that demon. Just like some of you out here right now, you're devils. You call them the Holy Ghost devils now, or they call them devils devils. Why? Because you do the things that devils do. We all have sinned and fall short. But if the Holy Ghost is really in you, you're not going to remain in sin. Or y'all better hear me. If any man come and don't hate his father, his mother, his brother, his child, his daughter, his son, and even himself, you are not worthy to be his disciple. Don't let your children take you to hell. You young folks here, I'm telling you, some of y'all ain't got that yet, but I got grown kids, a whole bunch of them, and I've seen what demonically inspired children can do. Don't let your kids take you to hell. I'm telling you what I know. Don't let your children take you to hell. They walk out on God, they become sinners until they repent. They walk out on God, they're part of the world, and then they come and want to flock out without a repentant heart. I'm talking about them that ain't trying to repent. Those that are trying to repent, you reach out and you bring them in like any other soul. But you don't get out there and walk with them. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. They crucifying God all over again. What about the feelings of Jesus Christ? This is what I'm saying. How can you say you love God, but you put over all the ungodly things and won't even utter your mouth, open your mouth? That's why I say some of y'all ain't saved. You ain't saved because you're not sold out. Holy Ghost Son said, confess me before men, and I'll confess you. Deny me and I will. Some of you have been denied because you denied Christ. Because when those that walked out on God come around, you don't say nothing. They know. I told one of my grandsons the other day, maybe let me talk to you. This house is a house of refuge for all the family, whether they're right or wrong. They want to get a peace of mind, you right, they can come. But you got to come respectful. You can't come up in here with that idolatrous knocking sign on earrings in your ear. I said, you can't come up in here like that.
Amen.
You can't do that. You want to come respectful. Yes. And if you can't come respectful, then stay at the door. Because this house belongs to the Lord.
Thank you, Jesus.
We give in, they don't. Amen. We give in with all power. With the devil on their side, they don't. They don't. You can't look at it as family. You got to look at the spirit behind it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because when we look at it as family, our hearts are going to melt for our babies and for our husbands and our wives and our children. Our hearts are going to melt. But God said, don't be afraid of their faces. What about Jesus? The one you praying to all the time to bless you. Amen. The one you praying to all the time to help you. Yes. But you can't confess him. Yes. Some of you got sin in your hearts. You're flirting. And listen, and some of y'all think, God don't see it, that's foolish. You know he do, but some of y'all think I don't see it, but I do. And my family members too. I'm talking to my house first. I got a house full of hypocrites. That's why I'm going to take it back. No, I ain't taking it back. I cried on that long. I got a house full of hypocrites that ain't got strength to stand up and be real. I'm starting with my house first.
Yes.
And so you teach your children to be hypocrites.
Glory to God. Yes, Lord.
Dress this way when you go to church, look this way when you get out. You better stop that mess because when they get older, they're going to break your heart. When that world pulls on you, you're going to be crying, oh Lord, God said, well, you should have put it in them when right when they were younger.
Amen.
So to take it up for them.
Yes, Lord.
You understand what I'm saying?
Amen.
Jesus said, if you love me, do what? If you love your husband, then you'll keep his commandments. That's what the book says.
Amen.
If you love your parents, you'll keep their commandments. No keeping of commandments, no love.
Amen.
No love. That's my child. That's your God. And it was their God too. Read it quickly. Just read it quickly.
Deuteronomy 13.
Yes, sir.
If there arise among you a prophet, or a dreamer of dreams, and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass, wherefore he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, for the Lord your God proveth you, to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart.
That
with
thing
all your
came to
soul.
pass because God's trying you.
Yes. Yes, Lord.
The sin comes around. We looking at them. No, he's looking at you. You're being tried to see if you love God with all your heart. You're being tried to see if you can stand up to your closest friend and say no. You're being tried to see if you can stand up to your loved ones and say no. You're being tried to see if you can say to yourself no.
Amen.
No, son, we're not going to heaven. We're not going to be in the new world either. Because God, listen, Jesus said this. I was listening to it. Maybe a lot of us didn't catch it. When the devil was coming to get him, he said, the prince of this world cometh. Does anybody know what he said after that? He said he has no power. He said he has nothing in me.
Yes. Oh, glory to God.
That hit me like a ton of bricks. Jesus said, the prince of this world, that devil's coming. He said, but he got nothing in me. There ain't nothing in me that will yield to him.
Jesus.
What you got in you.
Jesus in your name.
Y'all better hear what I'm saying. Think I ain't in the Holy Ghost. Y'all think I ain't in the Holy Ghost. Hypocrites.
Oh,
That's who I'm talking to.
glory.
I'm talking to the bishop on down. I'm talking to the bishop on down. Hypocrite. I said hypocrite ain't got enough strength to stand up for what's right.
Jesus in your name.
And you're going to let people take you to hell, cause you to deny the Christ while they bring the devil in that's as bold as a lion. Ain't changing, ain't repenting. Those that are repentant, then you reach out for them like you would any other soul.
Glory, 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 glory.
If they repent, why arms are wide open.
Hallelujah.
But you want to eat with me, but you can't pray to the God that saved you and me.